she don't skid, splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. This is Howard on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Lock in.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete to open things up.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Marshall. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's Marshall. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And he's got some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. On first down, it's Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
15,
2nd and 10, Smith again. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's King. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run it into Marshall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Keith Marshall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 68 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. This is Marshall. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Marshall. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Smith on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, back up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 15. To throw is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Lock in, lock in. 180.
Trubisky will throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Just beating the play clock. Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's King. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And they'll go with a ground attack here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's Smith now on second down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown in a Washington uniform. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Good list. Orange. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Yellow, yellow.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Smith now to throw. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to go down again. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him. Back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the NFL scoreboard. Third quarter now in Lambeau. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he completes it to Cullen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's out right at the 25. On 1st down, it's Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Straight 15. Lock. 12.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Right. Yellow. 15. Good list. Orange. Hey, back up.
Back to throw, Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Crowder. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Powers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Powers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he coughed it up, and the Redskins scoop it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
15. Get line, 80.
Operating from the gun, Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Cut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Powers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Floating one incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
3 down. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the ball is knocked out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Allen. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken short. He can't get him down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go, yellow.
Now it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He may try it, and I think the ball's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Smith now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Washington, it was